Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This, of course, is another anime reaction video. Today, I'm going to be reacting to more Haikyuu to the top, aka Haikyuu Season 4. In the last episode, we're beginning a new training arc. Kageyama, he's going to a huge All-Japan, this huge, Olympics level type thing. Like, people who are in the Olympics training here, I think it was. Tsukishima got invited to do some training with, I forget who, but I think it's the best first years, the best first years in the prefecture, that's being conducted at Shiratorizawa, and it's got all kinds of people there, and Hinata has managed to sneak his way onto that training camp with Tsukishima. So I'm excited to see where this is going to go next. I'm excited to see what kind of new things I'll potentially learn about the game of volleyball in these next episodes. And I'm excited to see what Hinata might learn to improve his volleyball skills. And I'm sort of also interested to see exactly how they plan on, structuring this season. If they're going to flip in between which group we see training throughout the episode, or just have dedicated episodes to one group and then switch back and forth each episode, or a continued set for one group and then a continued set for another group. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. So, as always, link in the description to either Pixel Train or BitChute, where you can find the uncut full-length reactions. You can watch those there. Come back to YouTube for discussion. So let's just get started with Haikyuu to the top, aka Haikyuu season 4, episode 2. All right, this was a really fun episode. I really enjoyed just seeing the struggle with Hinata, trying to figure out what it is that he's trying to do, because he doesn't know where to go next, because usually he's had somebody who would be helping him. He has done things on his own, sure, but it's usually other people training him, and now where he's in a position where nobody else is there offering advanced training like he wants. It's just regular training back at home that won't, in his mind, advance him to where he wants to be. He has to actively seek it out for himself. But when the thing he's seeking out isn't exactly how it's not exactly working out the way he thinks it is, he has to reevaluate a lot of things. So that's really an interesting thing to do. Reevaluate what he wants out of everything, what he wants to do, and thinking about what he's been doing up until this point to help him figure out exactly what it is he wants him to do. And I definitely think it was hinted at, not explicitly said. I'm sure as training progresses, or as it comes to a close even, it'll be explained outright. But to me, despite him not officially being on the practice team and only being a ball boy, and I believe I mentioned it in the actual reaction portion of this episode, but the fact that he's there at all, doing something, he's still learning something. And I don't think, because Hinata started off pretty advanced, so to speak. He didn't start with the fundamentals. He tried teaching himself and working with the girls' volleyball team, but even still, he's not very good at serving. He can only do regular serves, can't do jump serve, and he's not very good at receiving or being on defense. He can sometimes block spikes, but when he's in the back, he's not so good. That's why he's usually, if I'm not mistaken, subbed out with Nishinoya. So, and the coach of Shiratorizawa said otherwise, but I think he knows. I think he knows what he's doing. My theory is that he knows what he's doing, and he kind of, because he maybe or maybe doesn't see something in Hinata that reminds him of himself when he was younger, he's helping him out inadvertently. I think it might be on purpose, but because while he isn't going to improve his serving or his receiving or anything like that, he's going to get better as ball boy at seeing what people who are attacking are going to be doing and being able to get there fast. We saw a short montage of him doing that. He's watching the ball and trying to get there on time to catch it, because as the ball boy, so that they can collect the ball and give it to somebody else so that they can keep practice going without any interruptions. And he saw somebody else catch it with one hand like that, and he got impressed. That was cool. This is going to help him build up the fundamentals that he kind of skipped over in terms of receiving. First thing he's going to learn is to recognize where the ball's going to going, and recognizing how hard it's going to hit, that sort of thing, so he can run to that position where he needs to be on time. That's going to be the very first thing he needs to know, is how to get to where he needs to be on time, and a big part of that is figuring out where the ball is going to go. So that's what he's learning here. And then after that, I'm sure he's going to start learning how to receive properly. You know, hit it in his arms, make sure it gets up. The second thing you have to learn is to know how his arms should be, know where they should be hitting, know what his arms should look like, type thing, and making sure it gets up at all. And then after that, you worry about aiming, and then at some point he's going to learn about, you know, probably diving after a ball. You know how Nishinoya sometimes flattens his hand like the pancake or whatever, or like that sort of move. That's where I think this is going. I could 100% see that this was going, and I'm so here for it, just to see the way Hinata's going to grow. It's going to be really interesting, because usually, and this might happen in the future, but usually, and the way shonen works is that they start at a certain level, and over time, they'll learn stronger and stronger moves so that they can go up against stronger opponents. And I think the only time I can think of, and like sometimes they'll have like things where it's like, oh, here's a really like a concept you should have learned a long time ago because you're the main character and you're not familiar with these things. We're teaching it to you now, and this will help you grow to even stronger, gain your stronger powers or whatever. In this, it's kind of the opposite. He has the physique, he's got all the potential, and he can put it into practice. It's already been put into practice, and we have seen him develop that super move, that the godlike quick set, you know, and now he can do it with his eyes open, if I'm not mistaken. But now we're taking it back. We're not learning any new super moves. We're not improving on the super move. We're going back way to the beginning, what he should have learned first and foremost, which is, you know, basic receiving, and learning eventually, hopefully, how to do proper jump serves. So I just think that's kind of really interesting. But with that all being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to press the like button and subscribe, hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any future. God damn it. Hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss any future uploads of Haikyuu or anything else I do in the future. Thank you once again for watching. Peace.